All right, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Once again, giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash Barakatha. All right, it's going to be another, quick lesson before camp. The pre-camp precepts. All right, and all right, Slack it. All right, all right. Today we're going to be talking about, all right, because like basically, as far as like the people that you bring in, like the truth and all that, as far as like fruit, all right, you got certain people saying, he's my fruit, and they're like their fruit or whatever. All right, but when it all boils down, as far as like who's in the camp, who's of the elect and all that, or that all has to do with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so today's lesson is going to be in 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter. All right, so we're going to just start at 4. All right, 1 Corinthians 3 and 4. For while one saith, I am of Paul, and another, I am of Apollos, are ye not carnal? All right, and of course, there are differences. Don't get it twisted. There are differences, or in doctrines, or differences, as far as like who taught you and all that, and that's something you got to be careful about. All right, but as far as but as far as like who's in the camp, like who's fruit remains and all that, there's really like no such thing as like someone's like fruit. All it is, like the only person's fruit it is like the Lord's, basically. That's pretty much like the purpose of this lesson. All right, verse 5. Who then is Paul, and who is Apollos? All right, but ministers by whom ye believe, or even as the Lord gave to every man. All right, so like who is Paul, who is Apollos? Or it's like basically, like that's why I don't really go into like who I am and all that, because that's not important. As far as like the men of the Lord, or of course we're gonna get exalted in the kingdom and all that. All right, but or like the thing is, like as far as like you and all that, this isn't a thing of like vainglory, or just like talking about look at how big our camp is, or thing talking about like Nate's Passover with like record-breaking numbers and all that, or because as far as like the men of the Lord, the prophets, we're just servants, or the Heavenly Father, he could have given someone else, or this knowledge other than me, other than the people that are teaching it. Or so that's something you always have to like keep in consideration. All right, verse 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. Or and plus another thing is like you might have been like the first camp you ever heard you were an Israelite from, they might be like going off or whatever. Or so like the first time, and even as far as the people that receive the word, that's when that socket, that seed is planted. All right, so I'm gonna, so I can repeat that. All right, 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase. All right, because I believe like in the last lesson I was just talking about how when we're like out prophesying on the highways and byways, we're kind of we're like spreading seeds and all that. So we pretty much we have no control whether the seeds we spread are going to grow and flourish, or it's all up to the will of the Heavenly Father, or and as far as whether or not someone's going to like receive this knowledge and remain in this truth, that that's all up to the Lord. All right, verse 7. All right, so then neither is he, all right, that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase. Now he that planteth and he that watereth are one, and every man shall receive his own reward according, right, to his own labor. For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry, ye are the Most High's building. All right, so at the same time, even though we have like no control as far as like who is going to or receive this word, all right, but we know for a fact, as far as like the Heavenly Father's word like not going out void, somewhere somehow, like even with people, we may not as far as like someone might come up, next week and then we don't see him for a while, or like that doesn't mean he might have like shrugged it off or whatever, or it's only it's only a matter of of the Lord's time, or as to when this person's going to grow and increase in this knowledge. Because from time to time you'll hear certain testimonies. I heard this word a couple years ago. It didn't quite resonate. That's usually what happens. As far as I'd heard about like the Hebrew Israelites. When I was in the world, or you hear you're just a little thing here and there. You might see a video, and you don't really know what's going on. All right, but then a couple of years later, or the Heavenly Father, he works on your on your spirituality and things like that. And at a certain point, there was a certain time in my life where I was like dealing with the scriptures and all that. So I was like more able to take like people who were dealing with the scriptures like more seriously, or and being able to like relate with them and all that. So that's an example of that seed was already planted. All right, but it's the Heavenly Father who gives that person, as far as like his spiritual development and all that. That's the Heavenly Father, giving the increase as far as him putting the Spirit on that individual's like lob, in order to receive this receive sound doctrine, or and what have you. All right, but with that, I'm gonna head up to the camp. All right, shalom.